week's fake news story is we actually caught them, and we caught them badly. We are going to take both CNN and the Daily Beast likely into federal court right after Thanksgiving. It is not okay to work with someone who has been indicted on serious federal crime to build a media narrative and dirty up a member of Congress.
Okay, so what made Nunes so pissed off that he wants to file this lawsuit against CNN? So, the allegations brought against Nunes in these articles by CNN and the Daily Beast say that Nunes had an inappropriate meeting with a former Ukrainian prosecutor in order to dig up dirt on Joe Biden. The prosecutor's name was Viktor Shokin. I wonder who this guy is.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
So this meeting was allegedly arranged by a guy named Lev Parnas, who's an associate of Rudy Giuliani. He's currently being indicted for federal campaign finance violations. And his lawyers are the one who gave this story to CNN and the Daily Beast. So like Nunes just said, it's highly unusual and highly inappropriate for a news outlet to report something like this that's coming from the defense team of somebody who's being indicted on federal charges, and then a news outlet is just going to report, according to the defendant, that a congressman did something illegal. It doesn't make sense at all. Okay, so just to put the cherry on top of this, let's take a look at the CNN story in question. Exclusive, Nunes met with ex-Ukrainian official to get dirt on Biden. A lawyer of indicted associate of Rudy Giuliani told CNN that his client is willing to tell Congress about meetings between Nunes and a former Ukrainian prosecutor to discuss digging up dirt on Biden. No, they're seriously not going to mention the fact that it's the same guy who Biden's on camera bragging about having fired. They're not going to mention it at all, in case you were wondering. Rudy Giuliani had already told CNN, according to them, about his conversations with prosecutor Shokin of Ukraine and Parnas. Parnas claims that Nunes met with Shokin, which had not been previously reported, except it's in Nunes's federally documented travel records that him and 3 of his people went to Europe on the date in question. They weren't hiding it. Just because they didn't call the media and tell them what their weekend plans were doesn't mean it's a cover-up. These revelations came to a head on Thursday when Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell raised the Daily Beast story publicly during the impeachment hearing. So basically, these guys get to call a media outlet, make up a story, and then try to ambush everybody with it while the impeachment hearings are going on. Parnas says he worked with Shokin and Giuliani to push a pair of unfounded claims. The Ukrainians interfered in the 2016 election, which I'm not going to get into in this video. The other unfounded claim is that Biden was acting corruptly in Ukraine on the behalf of his son Hunter.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
Who sat on the board of a Ukrainian gas company. Why would anybody say that? I don't understand. Why are they picking on the Bidens? Nunes had told Shokin of the urgent need to launch an investigation into the company that Hunter Biden worked for. And this is a big one, so I blew it up nice and big for you. According to CNN, there is no evidence that the Bidens acted inappropriately, nor is there evidence to support the conspiracy theory that Ukraine worked with Democrats to interfere in the 2016 election. No evidence that the Bidens acted inappropriately.
I said, you're not getting the billion. I'm going to be leaving here, and I think it was, 6 hours?
Yet these claims have been a key part of the public defense of the president put forth by Nunes and other Republicans during the impeachment hearings this month.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
I wonder why. Look, guys, I know this is hard to wrap your head around if you're not a professional liar like these people are, but every time they feel like Nunes is onto something or that Trump's defenders are onto something, they just make up another story to discredit the evidence that they know that Nunes is going to bring forth. or Jim Jordan or whoever it is. It's like if they know they stole something, then they just say that the other side stole something. Or if they know that the other side is about to uncover evidence from a meeting that they had with, say, a former Ukrainian prosecutor, then they bring up allegations that will muddy any of the evidence that comes forth due to this meeting. Guys, the thing that really stinks about this is that Nunes is known to have a rocky at best relationship with CNN over the years, and this just gives off the appearance that the media feel like any politician or any public figure for that matter who they don't get along with or who they don't see eye to eye with, they get to air dirt out about him and try to cause trouble for him. And cause trouble is an understatement in this situation. Um, Let me compare it to something in the world of sports. If you've ever seen an athlete who is a darling to the media and then they get fined or suspended for something, ESPN ESPN won't cover it the same way if, say, Tom Brady did something inappropriate. Deflategate! As they will when somebody they don't like gets caught doing something wrong. And I don't want to call anybody out specifically on that front right now, but there's no honesty in any of it. I guess that's the most naive thing I could say, but just because they don't like Nunes doesn't mean that they get to slander him. And I'm glad that he's filing this lawsuit because somebody in Trump's defense needs to get a little more aggressive in the way they're dealing with the media and the way they're dealing with the opposition right now, because the prosecution or the would-be prosecution in this situation will do or say anything to get what they want. They're a win at all costs mentality. And Trump's defense isn't. I don't think Attorney General Barr is a win at all costs guy. I think he's a by the book guy. I don't think that Trump's defenders right now are in that win at all costs mentality, and they should be because the people who they're competing against are definitely in that frame of mind. This play it by the book shit ain't going to get you very far in the current political climate. But to finish up, I wish Nunes all the best in his lawsuit against CNN and the Daily Beast. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And I've got a special message for you from a fake President Trump right now. Enjoy.
I'm fake Donald Trump, and I love this YouTube channel. It's a perfect channel run by beautiful people. Subscribe today.